This is a continuation of our previous video. So we will just understand the cash flow statement primarily gives you the cash where it is coming or where it is generated and where it is deployed. If you see the statement, last 3 years statement, if you focus, most amount of cash is derived from the financing activities 109, 709 and 859. And whatever has been gathered is deployed for investing activities here. Investing means whatever the capex, and for funding the operations, the net the company is not making any cash flow from its operations, means it's not making any cash profits. So to balance those losses, this water financing is raised, it is being used. So to get that insight, I'm going to give a slightly different kind of additional prompt over and above what we saw in our previous video. I'm going to say, please analyze the cash flow statement and give insights on the sources and uses of funds. This is the prompt. And it says very clearly, financing activity is the major source. Super. And then it says the last 2 years it has raised huge amount of money, but it doesn't know whether it's debt or equity because I have hidden that part. And it also says the March 2022 also they have raised the fund. So it is heavily relying on external loans for expansion and liquidity. Now comes the cash flow from operating activities. It is very clear that it is inconsistent. March 2023 was the only year probably where, not only year, the recent only year where there was a good profits, which I told in my previous video that investors must investigate what led to the shoot from minus 50 crores to 150 crores in the following year. So that also very clearly says that there is certain kind of inconsistencies between years. So it clearly says that core operations is not sufficient to generate cash flows. Then uses of fund, where the money is using. So it very clearly says 2023 and 2024 it has been deployed capex, whether it is for acquisition or whatever. So it is borrowing. See, company is borrowing to fund its capex, which of course might give future revenue growth. Then operating losses. Of course, CFO is negative. That's what it is pointing out. Repayment of debt or financing cost. Okay, because the cash flow from financing activity is not broken down, we don't know how to see how much they have repaid their existing loan, and also says that the company must be careful because it has a large amount of debt burden. So key observations: it is dependent on external financing, aggressive investment where they are borrowing and investing in growth. The operating cash flow, which should actually be positive, it is inconsistent and negative for most of the years. But of course, net cash flow remains positive. Net cash flow is the last sum of the 3 line items. So let me ask a kind of decision making question, which I don't usually do, but let me see. Do you suggest investing in this company for long term investment? Okay, that is giving. Usually, it used to tell that I don't give investment advice, those kind of statements. But now this time it is giving that what are the strengths, investments. So it has good financing support, means it's able to raise cash. Market is willing to pour cash on the company. Positive net cash flow. Key risk: inconsistent cash flow from operations. Dependency on external funding, which also would need to pay the interest cost. So it very clearly says if interest costs rise, the profitability will get impacted. Then investment verdict: should you invest? Good for growth investors. However, track debt levels, revenue growth. Not suitable for conservative long-term investors. Cool. So it is also further telling you must do all these checks before investing. So not a buy yet. Watch list candidate, not a buy yet. Wait for better cash flow consistency and profitability before taking a long-term position. This was a fair, good, what can I say, representation of what it can infer from 3 lines of a cash flow statement. It is warning that not to buy, wait and watch. So friends, in this video we saw a better use of cash flow statement just by a line of prompt where I'm asking to give the uses and sources of fund. In our next video, we will understand to give a more structured um, prompt for the same uses and sources of fund to get a more structured response. Bye till then.